If you were in crippling debt with $20,000 in cash, would you work a sales job to pay off the debt, or would you take the risk of starting a business if it had the promise of getting out of debt faster? It's an interesting question. Crippling debt is a very emotionally laden label, because you were willing to tell me how much cash you had, but you weren't willing to tell me how much debt you had. And so if you had like $100,000 in debt and you had $20,000 in cash, it's an interesting question because it actually teases the question that I was just answering, which is it's a risk-based question. Like, what is the correct amount of risk to take on? Depends if you win or not, right? There's a very strong argument for somebody who says, well, is there really a big difference between taking out, a loan for $500,000 versus $400,000 to start this new business? Could I make it work with 400 and then basically get the other 100 that I would pay off, which is my personal debt? Probably. On the other hand, there's probably a strong argument for saying like you can just go sell and pay it off. It does depend on how much debt it is and how good your skill set is, right? And so there's a big fat it depends, and both of them are, one is on your skill, the second is on your risk tolerance. The true downside is that you file bankruptcy and then your credit gets dinged and then you start from scratch again. So it's not death if you fail. That is the true worst case.